What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and welcome back to another episode of Black Ops 3 Tips and Tricks. This, my friends, is episode 5, and today I have a fun little trick for you guys to help you move faster than enemies around the map. It's actually a very, very useful thing. I haven't seen too many people do it, and I'm pretty excited to share this tip with you guys. So what I'm going to call this thing, because I think I'm the first person to make a video about it, I'm going to call it the super slide. It's kind of a lot of pressure to coin a term for something, but super slide sounds pretty good to me. And you guys can probably kind of guess what we're going to be talking about. So if you guys don't know, sliding does give you kind of like a temporary speed boost in this game. So you guys can see just running versus if you were to come back here and you were to, run and then slide, it does give you a quick little speed boost, but then you also kind of slow down towards the end because your feet kind of like, drag, you kind of like slowly come to a stop. It's not super abrupt or anything, but you guys can see like the start of the slide is super fast. The second part of the slide is slow because your feet are dragging against the ground. Well, there is a way to kind of like cut that second slow part out of your slide and only stick with that initial boost. So for a quick example, let me show you guys this window right here, all right? So let's say you're up in this barn and you're, picking people off, doing your thing. You want to get down to B-Dom and capture that flag. The basic way to do that is you're going to run up, you're going to press X to mantle over, and boom, you're going to get to the B flag. Obviously, this is the most basic way. It's the slowest way, and it's the way that not the, kind of like experienced Call of Duty players use. What experienced Call of Duty players will do is they'll jump through the window because that kind of just takes out the mantling part of it. So you guys can see, you can just straight up jump through, and I failed that a little bit. We got a little bit too close. But you can just jump through like this, and you guys can see that takes the mantling part out, so it makes it a little bit faster, but it's not the best way to do it. Now in Black Ops 3, with the boost slide feature, you guys get to see, or thrust slide technically is what I think they want us to call it, is if you jump and then slide on this little windowsill here, like this tiny little ledge, you're gonna get that speed boost, but there's gonna be no drag with your feet on the ground, so it's gonna stay super fast. So watch this. You run up, jump, slide, boom, look at that. Look how much faster and smoother that is than even just jumping out the window normally. We'll jump out normally again. You guys can see that's the normal jump. Or if you come back up, this is your boost slide. So obviously that's pretty useful, and it's great in a bunch of different situations. If you're, up in windows overlooking wide open areas, you want to get from one side of a wide open area to another very quickly, like right here. You guys can see it's very, very, very useful. Now, you can also use this in a variety of other ways, and I'm sure there are ways that I haven't thought of yet, and you guys can kind of get creative with it. But like, for example, right here, these yellow barrels. All right, so let's say you're over on this side of the map. Let's say you grab the uplink ball and you're running this way and you have enemies chasing you and they're hot in your tail. Rather than running like this and leaving yourself out in the open for an extended period of time, what you can do is you can boost off of these yellow barrels right here. You just have to aim for kind of like the back half, because if you boost too early, you're kind of going to get the drag on the barrels. But if you hit the back half, kind of like the back ledge of the barrels, you're going to keep your full momentum. So you guys will see here, we're going to run back. We're going to do this. Boom, look at that. You get the little kind of like slide boost, and it cuts off like a second and a half out in the open. It's not that big of a difference when you think about it in terms of actual time, but in Call of Duty, gunfights last just seconds. So you got to keep that in mind. So, that's a pretty good one right there. Now I'm about to show you guys my absolute favorite one on this map, and pretty much in the entire game. My favorite kind of like super slide spot is right here. So look at this window. This is obviously a very, very important, part of the map in this game. It's right in the center of the map. You can see both sides. It's got good windows, nice cover, stuff like that. Let's say you're over here by this tin building and you want to go get into that room. Normally, what people are going to do is they're going to come around this way and kind of come through like this, or they may even, maybe you'll jump up on top of the truck. I don't know why you would do that, because you're putting yourself out more in the open. So, obviously, there's not really a great way to get across this street quickly and get into that window, right? Wrong. Not with the super slide. So you guys are going to see right here, what we're going to do is we're going to come run, we're going to jump, we're going to hit that back side of the truck, and look at that, guys. Do you guys just see that? We just jumped across, like, think about it from an enemy's perspective. We jumped, slid, hit a speed boost, and all of a sudden we were in there. There was no delay there. We went right through that window, and then we can use that to kind of continue on, come around the backside of the enemy spawn, and stuff like that. So it's just like, this is a very useful tip. You guys can see you can use it on anything. You could use it on that right there if you wanted to. Obviously, you don't need to, but you can literally use this on anything, and it gives you a short little speed boost anytime you want it. So, obviously, it's really useful for if you're chasing an enemy and you want to grab, gain ground on them, or if you're running from an enemy and you want to gain ground on them, or, if you're trying to get to an objective quickly or get to a flank route quickly, or, whatever else it may be, just use this little super slide feature. So there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode of Black Ops 3 Tips and Tricks. And thumbs up if you guys enjoyed. Check out these two videos if you haven't seen yet. Peace out, guys.